Hey boys, welcome back to some more Rugby League Live 4 My Player Career Mode. The return, the restart, whatever you want to call it, and we have got an extremely tough round one opening game here against the mighty Penrith Panthers. So taking on, arguably the best halfback in the game. As a rookie myself, this should be a nice little challenge, and to see how we handle the big occasion. This on paper, it's not a fantastic matchup, but getting it out of the way round one when they're hopefully a little bit rusty, you would think, and potentially try to get a first round upset. It happens. First couple of rounds of the season, there's quite a bit of shenanigans that go on. So all we can do, try to play good quality footy. Nothing too special. We don't have to do anything too crazy. There's a good run there, but I think Mo Fodawaker, it actually brought Dylan Edwards up into the line. We take that advantage to put in a decent little kick in behind. Unfortunately, the bounce is not going to do us any favors. Really wanted that one to stay in. The angle wasn't quite right, but if it just had a little right to left on her, we might have been able to force the issue. But still, a decent little kick, putting the pressure back on Penrith to work it out of their own in goal. But yeah, I'm excited for the series. It's been ages since I've actually done as what is happening. Oh, I thought that was a knock on, but no, we get a little bit fortunate there as Kieran Foran's going to swing it back to us. We try to put in a decent kick across field. It wasn't a bad one, although our outside men probably weren't aware that we were going to be kicking that one for them. So 20-meter tap, not the best result of all time, but yeah, it has been quite a while since we've done a player career mode as they go straight through. We come up with a pretty clutch tackle there, making the stop. But yeah, we've done a couple of star player career modes, I guess, sporadically. Just had a couple here and there. But going back to the old classic, and it's still a great game. I mean, the rugby league games, it's disappointing that there's still no news on a new one. But at least we've got a couple of good games to go back and play. They did a pretty good job, at least with the ones we got. As Steph Crichton is going to take that one and plant it down. He's always a danger under the high ball. I don't know who he's up against. I forget who the wingers were. I know Sammy was one, but I don't know who the other guy was. But yeah, couldn't quite. I saw it coming. I tried to cover across, but I think he was in the animation of putting that one down, so I couldn't stop it, as Cleary is going to miss the conversion. As we look to a little swing around this left-hand side for a play. Didn't quite work out, but trying to get some combinations. Obviously, the first game, I guess, as well, playing with the full strength 13 aside. We played a couple of Auckland 9 games, looked pretty sharp, but it's a bit hard to judge. You've got so much room to work with. You can throw the ball around and make plenty of space. So this will be the real tester. Going back to the proper footy here and trying to work on the combinations. Thankfully, I think Fafita is on our side. Obviously, in real life, he plays on the left-hand side. Well, I guess he sometimes switches a little bit, but obviously this year he's been left predominantly, so it's nice that he's on the right-hand side. Hopefully we can form a very nice combo with Big David on our shoulder. But yeah, it's been, well, yeah, I was talking about the rugby league games. I'm still sort of, I don't know. True Blue are just gonna fucking drop an announcement that the new rugby league game is coming out. They're going to drop it just instantly at one point. So you never get in 8 months a game's going to be coming out or something like that from True Blue. Maybe, I don't know. It'll be interesting. Honestly, I don't know. I guess the fact that the Dolphins came into the year or into the comp, it probably made potential game for last year a little bit tricky, because they wouldn't have known how it's all going to work for a good chunk of it. So I'm praying that maybe is why it's taking longer than it should, and hopefully next year. I mean, surely next year I will be genuinely shocked if next year, I mean maybe at the end of the year, case scenario, but surely next year we will get a game, right? But we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, Penrith here, honestly, the game, it's been a clinical Penrith display. Nothing too flashy from either side. I mean, it's 4-0 still on the scoreline or scoreboard, but nice little bit of play here. That's good hands. Isaac Tungo, I don't know how he didn't score. It was actually good sliding defense from our boys to cover across that one. But yeah, we just haven't really got into the game. Like, they just keep they keep making so many meters up the field as this one gets batted down, but we do a good job of wrapping Spencer Leniu up and finally get our hands on the footy. But yeah, we just that's a good ball. That's a great ball. Brian, I think that's Brian Kelly, looks like him, through the gap, but we just haven't been able to get any sort of momentum. They keep making plenty of ground. As again, another error, trying to force the issue a little bit. Obviously 10 minutes to go, but we're trying, but Penrith are restricting our meters. They're making plenty and just not really giving us a sniff. I mean, it's been a very Penrith Panthers display thus far, barring, you know, probably a couple more tries, but we're still in there. We're still within the grasp, but this one is a good kick, thankfully. Thankfully, our boy got to that one. Didn't let it bounce again. But we're still within a sniff, as though Penrith get another chance here. And oh no, Luke Garner of all people is going to make us pay. Another error coming out from our own end. One off the rack that had us at 6s and 7s there. A little bit of room to move and not going to stop him that close to the line. So that will put the nail in the coffin. I mean, we're only 4 points behind. It's still, with time to go, we had a sniff at potentially a comeback of all time to snatch victory, but that try is pretty much going to wrap it up. And I mean, if we're being honest, we really haven't had any attack. Like, we haven't even played that badly. Like, we just haven't been able to get into this game whatsoever. And I mean, I guess it's fair enough. So a tough first up round here, which we do lose, but we don't lose in terrible fashion by any means. So hopefully going forward, we'll learn some lessons from this one. And yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying this series. Make sure to like and comments, and I'll see you in the next one.